Hello. I just wanted to take a moment to give you some thoughts, some ways that I'm thinking or what I've seen in these last couple days and or weeks about all this that's going on. Now, I am just a mom and a wife, and this is coming from my perspective. But I wanted to share with you what I have observed and what I think is could be going on. Okay, nobody has the answer, nobody knows because our ways are not God's ways. But I have an inkling, an idea of part of what might be going on with everything. Now, we have um, been quarantined, been told to stay home, not to go out, not to go anyplace, not we can't go to stores, we can't go to school, we can't go to work, we can't even go to church. And this can be devastating and cause a lot of anxiety for everybody. It's hard. It's just something like ask anybody, ask your parents and everybody that you know. They have never seen anything like this happen before. A worldwide event. It's not just in your town, it's just not in your state or your country. It's worldwide. No matter who you know, where they live, or who you don't know, they're all going through the same thing. And this is quite profound when you think about it. And the only thing that keeps coming back to my mind is why. Okay, I would keep asking myself why. And it wasn't long before I realized that I was asking the wrong question. Because we can't know why. We cannot know the mind of God. But we do know that when things happen or situations or different things that we go through, when they happen, they are happening for one thing and one thing only. And when you look at it that way, you start to figure out what is happening. Now, the reason why things happen is always to turn us back to God. It's always that. Whatever happens, it's for a reason to turn you back to the one who loves you most. So, looking at it from that perspective, God is asking us to turn back. Now, you put that together with the season we are in, Lent. What does Lent ask us to do? The church has given us this season to turn back to God with our whole hearts. Not with part of your heart, not with your mind, not with your plans you made for Lent, but with your whole heart. Turn back to God. And God, in His mercy and in His love, has given us a chance to do just that, to turn back to Him with everything we have. Now, how can you do that? And what has He presented us with? Well, my way of looking at it is this. When you grow in something, any virtue or any good habit, the way you grow is you grow forward. You grow going through the things that challenge that very thing you have to grow in. So, the hardest place to become a saint, to live patiently, to live in kindness, to forgive is in the home. That's the hardest place to do it. Within the group of people that you love the most, your family. They know your shortcomings, they know your faults, and they may have a hard time forgiving those. And those are places, exactly where you learn how not to offend, how to forgive others, how to be gentle, how to be kind, how to be loving. You have the opportunity every day, especially if you have a big family like I do. We have 9 kids home, and I have an opportunity every single day to grow in patience. Many years I have prayed for more patience, and people would say, "You're just so patient." I'm like, "No, I'm not. That's what I grow for. That's what I pray for, that I grow in patience." And look here, I've been presented with an opportunity to grow in patience and kindness and gentleness. I have friends that are so gentle and kind and joyful, and I just want to be like them. And here God has presented me with an opportunity to try my hardest to become what I want to be. So, He has given us the opportunity to grow in these virtues and these gifts that we need to. And this is all part of turning back to Him. So we're turning back to Him in this way of growing in virtues and practicing those things that we know that we need to grow in. But we have to realize too that what is the purpose? What is the purpose for this? This is what we're doing now, as hard as it may be. And what is the purpose? Well, to me, you cannot know the purpose. But if we are growing in love and we're growing in patience and we're turning our hearts back to God, turning our whole hearts back to God, what other reason to do that besides loving Him? It's to love our neighbor and to turn our neighbors back to God. So once this is all over, and once we have, gotten good and grown in these virtues and obtained these sweet, sweet dispositions, we are called to then go out and evangelize. This is a preparing and evangelization so that we can turn other hearts back to God. But as Christians, it shouldn't be hard for us to figure out that we have been called. We have been called to pray, to get on our knees, to pray, to open the Bible, and to learn exactly where we need to grow, what we need to work on, and how we can turn completely back to God. And I know it's hard. But you have to go through trials to grow. This is where we learn, is through these things. And when you wake up in the morning and for me, I have to wake up early to do my prayer time before everybody else gets up. And within an hour after they get up, I have a chance to test my patience, test my kindness, test my forgiveness, test my getting easily offended every day. But if we know this and intentionally think about it, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we're working. How can we address it? Because you have a chance every day. And right now, you at least have 30, 60 days, maybe more, to grow in these virtues. So how are you going to do it? We can't live in fear and anxiety, because that will hinder and cripple what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be addressing those things that we need to address so that we can fully turn back to God. And I am so thankful that in His mercy, He has given us the chance to do it. So think about it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.